Hey Taurus, it's Goddess Puff, and this is your next 48 for June 22nd to the 23rd. All right, let's get into it with an oracle card message for Taurus for June 22nd to the 23rd. All right. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Love it. We love to see it. Wake up. It's your moment. Virgo got a very similar energy to you. And they got these two cards. I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, pause before action. So you may want to watch the Virgo reading. I'm getting similar energy. Overall energy is messages for a rabbit, service to the animal world. Lovely. So some of you may have your own pets or be thinking about getting a new pet or work for an animal shelter or things of that nature. Or you may support some type of foundation or something like that. A wildlife preserve. I forgot what it's called. A donation. There we go. It's a foundation, I think. You may do something to help preserve the wildlife or stop animal cruelty or things of that nature. But yeah, getting to know the new you, that's self-explanatory. You may, I feel like you're changing your life for the better. Not to say that it was a mess or anything. It's just like, we all have room for improvement, you know. I feel like you're doing something different, not just for yourself, but for the greater good of, you're doing your little part. It's like recycling. You're doing your part for a bigger group of people. Let me get to the tarot, because I feel like your message is a lot deeper, and I can't really grasp it just yet. Because I'm noticing the animals in each card. There's a rabbit, a cat, and a mouse here. So let's see what's going on for Taurus. All right. Your message is going to be, I can already tell it's going to be pretty deep. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. So yeah, you're putting in the work in some way, shape, or form, not just on yourself. I feel like you're out in the world doing real work. I see you planting flowers in front of buildings. It's like you're preserving the wildlife, not just animals, but plants as well. I see you doing volunteer work. We have the Queen of Swords. And then we have the Page of Wands. Overall energy is the Eight of Swords. Okay. So I feel like you're working really hard, really diligent. I feel like you love what you're doing, but you're really in your head. Like you got, with the Eight of Swords is the overall energy, you have a lot of anxiety, maybe perfectionism. Let me clarify this real quick. Clarify this. I feel like there's an element of perfectionism. I feel like you're trying so hard to get so much done in such a little time. I feel like you're really out of character. Like this isn't like you. Like especially with this card, who in the world are you? And then wake up at your moment. With the Queen of Swords is someone who doesn't waste time. They have like a goal in mind. They get things done. They're a no nonsense type of person. I don't know if you're dealing with that type of person. This is someone who's usually clear headed. So the Eight of Swords is a very contradictory energy. So I feel like you're only coming up against that Eight of Swords. So if usually you're a very calm, cool, collected person, and this is out of character for you to be all up in your head, I feel like it's because something about you has changed and you're trying to keep going in the path that you're used to, but that no longer resonates for you now. And you're trying to understand, well, why do I feel so out of place doing what I've been doing for so long? That's because it served its purpose in your life and it's time for you to move on to something else. Let's clarify this and see what that is for you. I also feel like there could be some type of vindictive energy around you, or someone who's just cold. But I'm not really feeling that, honestly. Clarifying the Eight of Swords is Ace of Swords, truth and clarity. Yeah, it's like something about you has changed. You've changed what you want to work on, possibly. Maybe you weren't someone to usually care about this type of stuff, like the wildlife and planting flowers and taking care of animals. Maybe that wasn't you at first, and now all of a sudden it is. And you're like, okay, why the heck am I building a birdhouse at like 3 a.m. in the morning? I don't care about this stuff, you know, and now all of a sudden you are. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, like all of a sudden you're 100% invested in this birdhouse now for some reason. And it's like, look, she's like holding this egg. Maybe someone here, I know this is such a weird reading, but maybe someone here found an egg that cracked before it was ready to hatch. And you're just like holding it and sobbing. And then you stop and you're like, what the hell is wrong with me right now? Like, what is going on? And it doesn't even have to be about animals, but that's what I'm getting right here because that's all I'm seeing. But it could be about anything. It's just like you're discovering a new part of yourself that wasn't there before, pretty much. Clarifying the Queen of Swords, the High Priestess, yeah. You're someone, and then wake up, it's your moment. Some of you could be tarot readers or palm readers or a type of high priestess. I feel like you're very clairvoyant. Or just a clear-headed person, or you could be dealing with somebody like that. If you're a tarot reader, your intuition is on point. Whether you're a tarot reader or not, you know, your intuition is extremely heightened right now. That's why you're so connected to the animal world right now. I just keep seeing that it's telling you to just focus on that, or like the wildlife, or getting in nature, or something like that. I feel like it's usually, maybe you spend too much time away from it. Five of Wands. Okay, so I feel like there's some conflict with a boss or a higher up or a mother. Maybe they want you to focus on this, that, and the third, and that's not what you want to do. Maybe you come from a strict religious family and they want you to live a certain way and you're not doing that. I feel like there's conflict with you and someone who wants you to do things their way. Or maybe they don't want you to come out of a certain type of bubble. Or, yeah, I feel like there's someone who's strict. With the Queen of Swords, I see that someone who's strict, but I also see it as someone who's clear-headed, especially coupled with the High Priestess. But then there's some conflict between you two. Because the High Priestess and the Queen of Swords are both someone who's clear-headed, but the High Priestess has way more room and flexibility. They're not someone who tries to argue or make you do what they want you to do. The Queen of Swords kind of is in this situation. Because it's like you're doing what you want to do. You're stepping outside the box and you're having fun doing it. You're fully invested in this. Maybe you changed your major. Maybe you were a computer scientist and now you're a liberal arts student. And there's someone who's against that. It's like you're more free-spirited here with the High Priestess. But then there's someone who's more stern and like... Or maybe you're deciding to wear whatever you want. Getting tattoos and piercings. I don't know. It could be anything. I just feel like it's a wild reading. Clarifying the Page of Wands. It's the Sun. Yeah, so you're feeling great. So I feel like either there's someone around you, maybe it's your child and they're being free-spirited, or it's you. But I feel like there's someone out here who's just like, yeah, I'm done with this crap. I'm gone. I'm going to go do what I want now. It's like maybe they were a science major for forever, or they wanted to be a doctor for forever, and they just dropped all that and they're like, I'm out of here. I'm going to go paint sunflowers on a rock or something. I'm literally getting that type of energy. It doesn't literally have to be that though. But I feel like they're happy. Whoever this is, whether it's you or someone you're dealing with the Sun card, it could be a Leo. This is someone who's just really happy doing what they want to do. They've got a new lease on life, a new path. Maybe you're having conflict because you're resisting this urge. I just feel like there's an urge for you to like really release all your restrictions and just go do something completely out of character. And not something harmful, but something fun. It's like something you're not used to. Like, look at these kids playing in the flowers. They're really carefree and happy. And I feel like that's what you want to do. You want to go on some type of adventure and release all of your restraints. Eight of Wands. Yes. You want to just go. Like you're ready to just go. The Eight of Wands, the Sun, and the Page of Wands definitely tells me that you want to break free from something and set yourself free, that you're conflicted about it either because of someone else or because of your own strong held beliefs. And the overall energy is the Hermit. So that's telling you to follow your inner guidance. The Hermit is all about trusting themselves and their own wisdom, their own inner guidance. The Hermit, this is also Virgo energy, but it all comes from within. They don't listen to outside sources besides their higher self. Look at the wand and the energy, and it's from the sky. So they only listen to the higher ups in themselves within. They don't listen to he or she or they around them. Okay, their friends, families, and coworkers, hearsay. They don't listen to that. They listen to their own wisdom and guidance. So that's what you need to do at this time, because at the end of the day, who else is gonna live your life for you? You know, if you spend your whole life listening to other people and doing what they think you should do, by the end of your time, you're gonna be really disappointed in yourself. Because all those years you wanted to kayak across the world, but you decided to stay home and do whatever they told you to do. And they're going to feel fulfilled in the end of life because they did what they wanted to do, you know? But it's like, are you really going to be, you know, when it comes to the end of your time, are you really going to lay back and be like, I'm so glad I never took that trip? Like, no, you're not. You're going to wish you did. So do it now. Because I feel like you got this strong urge and you're just fighting it. I mean, you know that's what you want to do with the Ace of Swords. I think you just have to speak it, whether it's to yourself. But with the Ace of Swords, I don't know if you can hear that siren, but I'm taking that as clarity. With the Ace of Swords, like, you know that's what you want to do. Maybe you've already started doing it subconsciously, but it's just like an inner conflict. With the Eight of Swords, that's a self-inflicted prison. You are free to go. Let yourself go. Because the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands are two separate energies. The Eight of Swords, again, self-inflicted prison. The Eight of Wands, it's like freedom. So just set yourself free, pretty much. I know it sounds easier said than done if you're brought up in a strict environment. But I'm telling you, do it or you're going to regret it. All right. So that is your reading for the next 48 hours. If it resonated, don't forget to give me a like, comment, subscribe, or share, and I send you peace, blessings, and love. Oh, before I cut the camera off, it says wake up. It is your moment. So it is your time to do it. So do it now. This is your life. All right. Namaste.